Hey Scorpio, how you doing? Welcome. We are going to be doing your first half of June general reading here. We're going to start off with some animal energy, like I like to do, and we'll get right into the cards. I will say your meditation was slightly amazing, so I'm excited to see what comes out for y'all. All right, what is the animal energy for Scorpio for first half of June? Please and thank you. That just went a-flying. Oh, firefly. Interesting. You know, the firefly is very much, so on one hand, the firefly is the light in the darkness, okay? So this can absolutely represent a moment or series of moments of illumination, right? It's that eureka moment, right? However, this is a fleeting energy, which means that it can go out just as quickly as it came, which is calling for you to be vigilant and grab those moments of illumination as they come. So if you've been in a position where you've realized things in the past, or you're getting information through meditation or psychically, you're just getting feelings about things or people or decisions or work, and you kind of ignore it, this can come up for those who maybe have been ignoring some signs or maybe not looking for them, right? This is really funny to me because when this comes up, I kind of love those people who don't believe in synchronicities, but they're like, oh, that's a coincidence. Wow, what a coincidence. And it's like, listen, homie, there's no such thing as coincidences. Okay, we are in a divine gridded system, and it's all very set up, and trust and believe there are no coincidences. But this is saying, like, you could be coming into some divine, like some moments of divine inspiration here, right, with the light bulb going off, and then you're going to be called to really take that information and act upon it. Okay? Yes. Okay, Scorpio. Wow. Okay. Let's see what's going on for y'all for first half of June. All right. What's going on for Scorpio? Please and thank you for first half of June. Duh. So we got the Hermit here, and I love how this is lining up with the Firefly, though. Because let's talk about this. First of all, the star in this lantern and the star here is the star from the star card, right? This is Virgo energy, the Hermit, and then the star represents the Aquarius, okay? So you could have, Aquarians around you. Virgos, too. Or you could have Virgo in your chart, I feel like, for some of y'all. But the Hermit is an active going inside and within oneself to what? To what, you might ask? Receive divine inspiration and direction. The Hermit does not go into hermit mode to Netflix and chill and eat Cheetos, which is beautiful, but that's not what the Hermit is about. That for me is more of a Four of Swords. The Hermit, it's got an objective. It's removing all of the outer stimuli, right, from one's environment to go quiet, to be able to hear, see, and feel things clearly, to get those downloads of inspiration so that they can come out of the Hermit mode with a clear direction, with a clear knowing. Because once the Hermit does this successfully, hermits successfully, and comes out of it, the knowing is so deep that nothing and no one can dissuade them from what they know coming out of this Hermit energy here. That's what it is. Okay, so this is beautiful. You're really being called to take the time to do this. Wow. Okay, what else is going on for Scorpio? What else is going on for Scorpio? Wow, Scorpio. Wow. So this is Ace of Cups here, as you can see. So Ace of Cups is beautiful because it is a massive amount of divine love. This can also represent, guess what? An influx of psychic information, right? Because this is repping your water sign self here, which is gorgeous. I feel like this is saying you're going to go into this Hermit, again, back to the Firefly, and you're going to receive a lot of inspiration and information. Now, I feel like for some of you, you could be having somewhat of an epiphany or realization or allowing yourself to see something about your romantic life that you may have missed or been ignoring. Okay, but I also feel like this is an upkick in your psychic abilities as well, because when you go inside and remove outer stimuli and really go quiet and go within, this is usually what happens. You get an upkick in psychic info. Okay. Ooh. You know, they're drawing my attention to the lotus flower here. The lotus flower comes up from the muck and the excrement and then comes out on top, all gorgeous and stuff. You don't even see all the stuff it went through. I really feel like there is something that has been in your energy, on your mind for a while, that I literally see you kind of pushing it to the side or going, not right now, or holding out for a sign. And then going, okay, I got one sign, but I need like 14 or something like that. It's kind of that sphere. And in your meditation, I was very much seeing kind of a spiritual walkabout type deal, right? It's like the hero's journey. This very much feels like the hero's journey to me. All right, what else is going on for my Scorpios? Man, Scorpio readings are always just like mega. You know what I mean? They're not subtle in nature, which is also why I love them. Because I'm not subtle either. And you got the death card. Yeah, 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 yeah. Hi, it's you. Hello. Yeah, Scorpio, your energy's showing up here. I love it when this happens. And I've only pulled 3 cards, y'all, and 2 of them are major arcanas. This is a road marker. This is a point in the road that the universe is offering you. And after all of this that we're talking about for this first, actually, I feel like this energy could go throughout June, but especially for this first part of June, you are being presented with an option to go right or go left. One is not better than the other, they're just different. You're being presented with this opportunity, and from this, things will not be the same. There is something that is, you know what this means. This is rebirth and change, right? And for you guys, I really feel like the universe is going, we are sending you all of these signs in really, probably really fun and amazing ways, right? It's up to you if you shrug them off as coincidences or you recognize them for what they are. And to really recognize what they mean. Sometimes we can get a lot of signs about something, someone, whatever. I'm getting for some of you, this could be about something that you walked away from that you're getting signs around, which could be a person or a job, family member that you fought with, whatever have you. But sometimes we can get these signs and we're like, what does this mean? And sometimes we'll go to readers, we'll go to intuitives and be like, oh my God, I've been seeing this over and over and over. What does it mean? Let me tell you something about that. You are the only person who can truly decipher what it means, because the signs are for you, not to be interpreted by anybody else. Because whenever someone else is going to interpret that for you, they're going to come from the experience of their own given circumstances, right? This is the Hermit, the Ace of Cups. This is something you must do for and on your own. But lucky you are super psychic. You can do this. It's about putting in the effort to do it. And I'm also hearing that for some of you, sometimes you can get a lot of these signs and they can feel, oh, and on the bottom of the deck is the Lovers. You can get a lot of these signs. Oh, and we are talking about June, and the Lovers is the Gemini going into Gemini season. I feel like this is really pertinent. But we can get, I'm going to leave this baby right here. But we can get a lot of these signs, and it can feel overwhelming, okay? Especially the more that we ignore them or the more that we just kind of brush them off as coincidences, they will amp up. But I feel like what this is saying is this is a limited time offer. I really feel this. This is a limited time offer of influx of signs and synchronicities. And the universe, because I feel like this has been going on for a minute. I feel like this is maybe even years in the making, darlings, where you've been getting these signs about something or someone that you walked away from or that walked away from you, something like that. And you buried it down and you moved on to the next, and now the universe is sending you all these signs, but it's a limited time offer. If you don't stop to really take action based on the guidance that you're receiving, they'll stop, they'll go away, just like the firefly, and you're gonna go another road. And then years down the line, you may look back at this time and go, I wonder what would have happened if I had taken action on the signs, information, and synchronicities that I received. I wonder, it's like that what if. That's what I'm getting. Let's get a clarifier for this Hermit here, why don't we though? Clarifier for the Hermit. Yeah, limited time offer. Okay, I cannot. Listen, we got 2, and I'm going to take them. I feel like this is for, actually I feel like they're both for the Hermit. Funny. Okay, so for the Hermit we got the Hanged Man. Guess what is the counter energy to the Hermit? Is the Hanged Man. Okay, you know what? I feel like the Hanged Man is saying, and I feel like it is pairing up beautifully with this 4 of Cups here. This is fascinating. I'm getting really excited. I need a coffee. Hold on. Okay, listen up. Mice can see things. They can see things from a beautiful perspective, from a very unique perspective. They can get in and out of places undetected and unseen if they want to, which means mice, for me, are all about the details, darling. Now, the 4 of Cups is about not seeing the blessings in whatever set of given circumstances that might not be exactly ideal for you. This is, you know, that right of refusal situation. This Hanged Man energy coming in here, and I love, like, these are cousins. The Hanged Man and the Hermit are cousins. Okay? They are cousins. And with the Hanged Man here, this is like, any of you who are into Norse mythology, this is Odin hanging upside down from the tree to gain wisdom and knowledge, right? This is flipping your perspective about what I am hearing, to question what you thought you knew in a constructive way. If you have been at the steering wheel, right, and directing your own show, and you're in a space where you're like, this is not how I wanted things. Yeah, I'm thinking about this thing, this opportunity that I may have missed, or something like that, right? Maybe it's time to let the universe, divinity, your guides, angels, whatever that is for you, take the wheel. I'm hearing to really flip your perspective about what you thought you knew. I keep hearing this over and over and over. What you thought you knew. What you thought you knew. I feel like what you thought you knew came from a place of ego. If this was a job or a person, I really feel like for some of you this is a person, I must say. But it could be, you know, a work situation that fills you with divine love. But let's just like stick with this scenario here for the sake of, you know, being comprehensive. You may have made a decision regarding someone or something based from your ego and not from a place of intuition. Now, I want to tell you there was a hidden gift in that as well, is what I'm getting, because it wasn't necessarily the right time. So it's okay. Like sometimes we can make decisions out of our ego and the universe is like, okay, well, it's okay. We can bring this up again in another 6 months or a year. It wasn't perfect timing. It would have been, you know, we were guiding them to go this way. It would have been a little more work, but you know what? That's okay. We can move this to 6 months, a year down the road, right? But this right now, this has been going on for a while, and this is a limited time offer, and you are being called to take a time out and question what you thought you knew. I'm getting also for some of you, this has something to do with a fear of you putting in the effort or making an offer or proposition and being rejected. It's like you're afraid of the 5 of Pentacles, being left out in the cold. See the snow here? Or you know, I feel the need to say this. Oh, 3 of Swords. I feel the need to say this. Pride is a wily energy, okay? And nothing much good comes from holding on to that pride at the expense of taking a risk, okay? Because I really feel like even if you make moves towards this thing or person that I'm talking about here, that you are afraid of being rejected around or the offer not, you know, being reciprocal towards you, it's never gonna be as worse as not doing anything and wondering what could have been, okay? Let's get a clarifier for this Ace of Cups. I cannot. The Death card, again. You got y'all twice. Okay, as if I needed to say this again. This is a major message. How many majors do we have here now? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2 of them are y'all. This is a point of no return in a really good way. Oh, you got the Lovers here too, which I felt like was really poignant for y'all. You know, I feel like for you guys with this Ace of Cups, this is the point of no return. This could be something that if you move towards it, oh my God, it's going to be such an epic love. Or it's going to be such an epic, work situation that fills your heart with joy and love. But I really, really feel like it's going to be so epic. But part of it, what I'm about to say could be subconscious on your part. That's what I'm hearing. You shuffling your feet and not wanting to run towards this because of this risk of rejection, in your subconscious, I feel like that whatever you do, life is not going to be the same afterwards. It's going to be new. And let me bring something up. Because for every energy of alignment, there's a counter energy of being out of alignment, right? So let's talk about a Scorpio in alignment. A Scorpio in alignment is not afraid of change, welcomes change, embraces change. They are the harbingers of change, which is why after a Scorpio, whether they're family or friends or someone that you date or are involved with romantically, you will never forget them. They're the most unforgettable, well, Aquarians too. But Scorpios are super unforgettable energy. And I feel like inherently, it's like the universe is asking you to take this risk. And that after doing so, whether it works out or not, you are being called to take the risk. It's a limited time offer. You don't have to, but there is something huge on the other side of doing so. Ace of Cups. You're going to get rewarded for following your intuition. I just heard that. You are going to be majorly rewarded for following your intuition. And remember that a Scorpio out of alignment is terrified of change. Terrified of change. Okay? And ask yourself, as a Scorpio, are you in alignment or not? Around everything that we're talking about here. Around these signs and synchronicities that are coming in from the universe. Okay? Around this limited time offer. Clarifier for the Death card. Oh boy. Seven of Swords much? Okay. Remember when I said that inherently that you could have some fear around, making a move on this psychic download information, signs and synchronicities that you're getting? This Seven of Swords is self-sabotage in this context. I feel like also, remember when I said that you're afraid of rejection? If this is involving a specific person, like romantically, or it could be friendship, but I feel like it's romantical. We got the Ace of Cups here. You may have exited the situation, or the last words that you said to each other were not, ideal, or you ghosted them, or they ghosted. It was something about the way that things ended. Death card, right? Where you're like, I don't even know how to go back around to this person, because if they tried to come back around to me, if they had done what I had done to them and they tried to come back around to me, oh my God, death by seven swords, right? And you see this little fox here, it's got one eye open. It's that kind of sneaky thief in the middle of the day energy. I feel like this is really speaking of self-sabotage and fear around the way things that you left it with this person and or situation. Try to move through your fear around that. It doesn't actually matter, because the universe is going to reward you for taking action on the signs and synchronicities and intuitive information and directives that you're getting. Please hear me when I say it does not matter how this works out. It's about you being brave. It's about you being brave and taking the risk and releasing your hands off the steering wheel and being real about the fact that you being at the helm of the steering wheel hasn't exactly worked out in your highest and best good in every, respect. Okay? Let's get an oracle. The question is, which one? Ooh, I feel like I want one of these and one of these. Okay. Let's start with the Earth oracle here. But again, please hear me when I say this is a major marker going on here. Major, okay? All right, it's the oracle for Scorpio, first half of June. Ugh. Island, Solitude, hi, the Hermit. Hello, the Hanged Man. Yes, you must go in and be with and by yourself to receive this information. Also, look at this beautiful lake here, which is also, echoing the Ace of Cups here. This is something you must do on your own with the help of your guides, angels, divine team, whatever have you. Okay? I'm also hearing no man is an island. Okay? So take that as it resonates. Work with your divine team around this. Be brave. This is a limited time offer. Let's get a goddess. Let's get a goddess for my Scorpios. Okay. Last oracle from my Scorps. Please and thank you. That took 3 seconds. Okay. Wow. Ishtar. Ishtar's intense. Okay. Ishtar, boundaries. Love yourself enough to say no to others' demands on your time and energy. I feel like this is gorgeous. I feel like, the island is kind of, just bringing home what we've already said. I feel like this boundary point is something that's very important to talk about that didn't necessarily come up in the cards. It's like added info, which is why I use oracles anyway. So, this energy here, love yourself enough to say no to others' demands on your time and energy. There may be people around you who may have an adverse reaction to you going into this hermit mode, to this solitude, island mode, to this hangman position. You've got the death card twice. There may be people around you who are not a huge fan of the change that is impending from taking this time to yourself. I really feel like you've got to do you right now. Because this, again, for the 10,000th time, this is a fleeting offer. It's a one-time offer, okay, from the universe. I'm really hearing to make this time about you. You've got to make this time about you. I'm also hearing, I'm hearing to, even asking others, even if it's friends or families, for their opinions right now, I think I already said this, is not going to be helpful, okay? This is something you have to do for and by yourself. And I feel like this boundary thing is really important for you as well, because I feel like this boundaries also extends to you setting boundaries with yourself. In the context of, I'm feeling fear, I'm going to be rejected. I'm feeling fear of change because I may not be in complete alignment with my Scorpio self right now. Set the boundary with yourself where you're like, because remember something, what you think about, you bring about, and what you resist persists. Let's throw another cliche line in there. But it's a cliche for a reason. So really be vigilant with yourself around the thoughts that you think. Anything that comes into your mind of like, it's not worth the risk, or I can't do this, or this isn't going to work out, or I'm going to live to regret this. Don't even go there. This is a time to take a calculated risk. It's calculated because you're not making it out of a place of impulse. You're making it from a place of true knowledge and wisdom and insight. And you're going to come out of this knowing so deeply that this is what you must do, that no one's going to be able to persuade you otherwise or sway what you feel and know. You are being called to step into alignment and make moves based on the information you are getting from the universe. One more thing, too, that I want to bring up here. When you're doing this, a wonderful thing that I like to do, and I'll tell my clients to do this too, is if you are questioning what a certain synchronicity means, for example, if you keep seeing, black cat or something, or crows, for example, right? And you're going, God, what does this mean, right? Oh, I think it could mean, the first thing that pops into your head, it could mean that there's this person that I associated this sign with, and does that mean that I should reach back out to them? Or does it mean that they're going to reach out to me and I should be receptive? Go into meditation, ask for a sign from your team, and then ask for that sign 3 times in 3 days, for example. Okay, if this means that I should, that I'm being called to reach out to them, show me, 3 crows in 3 days, or whatever it is, 3 butterflies in 3 days. Give it a little time, though. The universe has to work, to get these signs to you. But I'm telling you, when you ask for a sign and then you receive it in the time that you asked for it in, it is so freaking comforting. I cannot even tell you. It is so comforting. It is so freaking comforting. And there's no denying it either. Okay? All right, my lovely Scorpios, this was your first half of June general reading. I will say it feels like this energy could apply to all of June. We'll see. We'll see, but I so hope that this was helpful and resonated. If it wasn't, it did, please let me know in the comments below. I would just love that so much, my beautiful Scorpios. And with that being said, just thank you for being here. Thank you so much for watching, but mostly thank you for being you, and be well. Until next time.